If you ask me, go and sit with Elon Musk, I speak in the same way. I don't care. It doesn't mean that I don't give respect to Elon Musk, right? He's a very good person.
Namaste, and thank you again, friends. Thank you very much for showing so much love for the first episode, as well as to the channel. This means a lot, and here's the proof. Drum roll, please. And that's how much you all have loved me. Thank you very much. So, now on the serious note, for the second episode, I would request you to sit down with a pen and a notebook and start making notes, because here we have asked questions that will help you operate at a very high efficiency in your regular day to day work, that too from an expert. I've made notes myself while recording, hence, I would recommend the same. To split this episode into three major parts. The first part is about how can a fresher start their IAM journey, Krish's perspective on that. Second is day to day inside the mind of an engineer, how he troubleshoots, how he completes the work, and all of it, how he does each and every work with highest efficiency. And then we gradually move over to the deep dives of topics around SailPoint. So sit back, relax, and enjoy the episode. I'm your host, Ravi, and I'll see you in the next side. Thank you.
Welcome to India's first identity podcast. Why not IAM?
What if someone is currently in their first year, second year, third year, fourth year, right? Who has a development background, a college student, or who may not be in a development background, both, right? How can they aspire to be an IAM engineer or an analyst once they complete their 4 years? What could be some of the things that they could start planning?
Yeah, sure. So, guys, it's in the IT world, it's same thing we do. Okay. What is the purpose of using might be different, but end of the day, it's the same thing you are going to do. So I hear X work, I'm not passionate about that. I don't like it. That's not a good thing to hear, because if you have passion for IT, it's everything is IT. I don't like Java, I don't like Python, I like Python only. That's not going to work. Okay. So try to have a broader area in IT. That today, if you ask me to develop a product, I'll do that. If you ask me a web application, I'll do that. A framework, I can do that. So that's because once you gain this 10 years of experience, at least 5 years, you will realize that, okay, IT, it's IT. It's nothing like I hate or I don't hate or I like or not. In IT, it's simply one thing, supply and demand. If there is no demand, we don't need you at all. So if you are in a skill, which is a great skill, but we don't need that, so why should we hire you? We need resources for some X skill. You can blame that skill. You can say that it's very bad. Who cares? That's where the need is. Okay. So now the students must realize that what is the demand for XYZ skill, or which skills are in demand. You need to see that. Second, okay, this skill has high demand, but what it takes to become an expert in that skill. Third, what is the ratio there? For example, a couple of years back when I was going for interviews, I used to hear that in Java, it's 1:10. So if 10 resources go for interview, only one will get it. Sometimes I hear like 1:20 as well. For every 20 applicants, there is only one resource will get the job. Okay. So I'll give an example for this, what happened in my career. Then you can decide what you want to do after your graduation or while doing graduation. So I went to interviews for Infosys. The interviews I supposed to go at 9 o'clock, but I reached by 1 o'clock, Bangalore traffic. So 1 o'clock I reached so 1 o'clock I reached the Infosys campus, and there were already 200 to 250 people, 250 interview candidates were there in the hall waiting for the interview slot. So I went at 12:30, 1 o'clock. So there was a carom board. I love carom board. So I was playing carom board. Everyone was preparing for the interview with all that scared or worried mindset. I was listening to some music and I was playing carom. Everyone was looking at me as if this guy came for vacation or something. So then within 10 minutes, I got a call for interview. I went there. So I was there for 30 minutes and I came back. Everyone was looking at me like as if I am Ranbir Kapoor or Amir Khan. So Then again, within 5 minutes, I got called for one more round. So I went there and I came back. And after 5 minutes, again, HR called me. So within 1 hour or 45 to 1 hour, exactly, I completed all 3 rounds and I'm going with offer letters. So the guy, he asked me, some guy was waiting next to me. So he asked me, dude, I came in the morning and I'm still waiting for my first round. You just came now 1 hour back and you completed 3 rounds of interview and you're walking with offer letter. It's not fair. We are waiting. I said, dude, it should be in demanded skills. If you have the demanded, if you have the demand, people will be waiting for you. Else, you will be waiting for them. So you need to decide. That's the demand you have in identity and access management. Java, Python, .NET, or any skill might come and go. That skill may not be utilized or may not be used in every organization. But there is one skill every organization in the world uses is identity and access management. What we do,
Yes.
we manage employees and we manage their access for all applications in the organization. Can you tell me an organization which exists, no employees and no applications? Zero. So every organization in the world needs us. So you tell me a skill, X skill, any skill in the world is mandatory for organizations. You tell me other skill. I say zero. Only identity and access management is mandatory for every organization. So if you choose this domain, you get jobs in everywhere in the world. Everywhere, every company. You might say that, yeah, DevOps is super cool. Artificial intelligence, data science. Yeah, I also like them. But you need to see number of openings, number of jobs available for those skills. Not every company uses that. Google, Apple, Amazon, they do layoffs, right? You know why? They hire a lot of talented developers. They'll hire them for some product developments. They might stop it in the middle or they might complete and they will say, okay, we are done. You need to leave now. Because their job is done. But
It
us,
was basically a
it's
product, right?
never.
That
Yeah,
they were required to build. Now, once the product
exactly.
is done, their journey completes it.
Yes, totally. But for us, security and identity and access management, it's everyday work. Unfortunately, the students are job seekers, right? Who couldn't get jobs in the last couple of years, still searching for the job. The Instagram pages everywhere. It has the demand for a lot of influence or popularity there for DevOps, artificial intelligence, data science, machine learning, programming like JavaScript, full stack web development like JavaScript or Java or Python, but nothing for security, nothing for IAM. That's very unfortunate
Absolutely.
thing. So I distinguish Google skill and non-Google skill. Okay, Google skill you can find
Okay.
anywhere like Java, Python, SQL. These things are open.
Yeah.
But the non-Google skills you don't find them. Okay, so if I would have there as a Java developer, I don't think so. I would have had this kind of great career what I'm having now. Since on the day I decided no, I don't want to be a just Java developer. I wanted to be in. I chose IAM domain on that day. So that's why I'm having this kind of great career currently, whatever I'm having.
Agreed.
So the students, you should see this. What skills are in demand? Second is how many resources are going for that. Don't go for fancy salaries in that skill. For example, if I was learning quantum computing and artificial intelligence, you don't know how much it takes. You need to learn a lot of things. And how many opportunities are there? Which companies are hiring? You need to see that as well. Okay. So number of opportunities, number of jobs open for you need to see. Then you will land in a good job.
Another aspect of this industry, right, I would like to bring in, Krishna, is there are a lot of freshers, right? And I think this is for people who try to learn these use cases from different community pages and somehow
Yeah.
get trained, right?
Yeah.
And this again clear the interview and then they enter the field.
Yeah.
And over there, I've seen that somehow they struggle and there they have been laid off. I've seen few instances. So what could be a suggestion for people who might have prepared again through trainings or because they have put their effort, right, to get into the field? Somehow they've
Yeah.
cleared the job, they've made it through. But how do they make sure that they keep their job stable? What are the 2, 3 things that you would want to suggest them?
Just getting expertise only. There is nothing else. The company is laying off means, yeah, it's good that you're laid off because it's not a good place to continue there. It's there. So if you ask me, my juniors are not performing well, then I take that blame because
Agreed.
I'm not training them, I'm not assisting them in their work well.
Mhm.
Okay. So in my entire career, I used to reach out to my juniors and I used to train them. I used to give them KT, everything I work. I used to involve them. Hey,
Mhm.
what you are doing, this work, hey, that's shit. Come on, I'll give a big work to you. So I was involving them in everywhere. If the guys are not interested, that's their problem. Okay. So you need to prove that you are a worthy candidate for the organization.
Hmm.
End of the day, if you don't deliver, what is the point of having you? You need to deliver some business, right? So keep learning, keep challenging. There is no other thing I would say to you. If
Oh.
in case that, see, I agree with you, Ravi. So freshers, it's very difficult for them to learn. So you need to find a mentor for you.
Mhm.
You can find, you don't need to get from your company only or your team only. You can check in LinkedIn, find a right mentor for you. Ask someone, could you be my mentor?
Mhm.
If he is a really a good person or he or she, then definitely they'll accept that yes, I can be your mentor. If they're not accepting, it's okay, not a problem. And read. For example, when we started, we batch of 5 to 10 my friends, we
Mhm.
had a healthy competition. If someone learns something, they'll come and say that other guys used to say, okay, I'll also learn. It's my second project in my IAM project.
Mm.
So whatever the work done by any team member in they used to copy entire team there,
Mm.
so that we will come to know what all the works our team is doing. First thing. Second, if you don't know that work, go and ask them. Third, there used to be a cross KT session once in a month where everyone come and they'll explain whatever the works they have done, so that we will learn we will learn everything. Let me ask you, there are 100 use cases in a project, in a product, for example. You can deliver 5 use cases per month. Okay. So
Yeah.
how many months it will take for you to cover 100? 20 months it will take.
Yes.
What if your team altogether is delivering, let's say, 50 use cases in a month? So if you all work together, if you all learn through others, within 2 months you will learn all that 100 use cases.
Mm.
So in no time, I will become an expert, where others might take 5 years to become expert, where I'll take 1 to 2 years to become expertise.
Mm.
This is
Agreed.
my way of learning.
Yeah. And just to add one more thing over here, when it comes to like picking your own task, right? And then trying to think it as a IAM engineer, what are the
Mm.
first few things that comes to your mind? Or like if you can break this down into step by step. For example, as a manager, someone gives you a task saying,
Mm.
Krishna, we need to just do a project, right? As an
Yeah.
IAM engineer, what are the starting things that you do till the completion of the project? Can you break it down for our viewers?
Yeah, sure. Simple. I read the work a couple of times. And
Mhm.
since it's IAM, unfortunately, not every time the work is well written with correct
Agreed.
words even. So there will be a lot of confusion as well. Go and talk to your team lead or senior person in your team. So I used to take my work with my senior. So this is the work we have received. I never said that I don't know what this is. I
Mm.
say this is what my understanding. Okay. So I used to understand something and I used to take it to my seniors, and they used to, yeah, partly correct. You need to, this is not the way. So you need to correct here, then it's completely what the work is. That's the first step. So try to understand. So second step would be I'll have a meeting with the application team or whoever given the requirement. So we'll try to understand each other. Okay, what you are expecting from us, what your requirements are. So you need
Mhm.
to work, you need to immediately within 1 or 2 days before you start any work, do the background work, everything for the requirements, whatever they have given you, and write it down. I used to create documentation even today. So I write it down. Okay, what have we received? based on that, any pending things,
Mhm.
what are the questions. So everything I list it down proper. Then I'll have a meeting with my team internally. Guys, this is the work I've got. So every day or at least twice, once in 2 days at least, we'll have a team meeting, right? We will discuss there. That's how, if you're not able to understand, take help from your team member. Then discuss internally as a team, align each other on what work has to be done. Next, take it to the business requirement, what whoever has given, application team or management or client, whoever it is, walk through the requirements, whatever you have understood, see if that is what their requirement is. You have all the requirements. Later, let's say that it's a development work. You don't know development. Take help from your team member, someone. Or let's say it's not a development work, configurations or administrations or whatever it is. You need to remember or you need to know the project, what has completed so far. What are the existing works, right? Then you will see, okay, has this work already completed? Or if yes, completed, let me go through that. It might help me as a reference, right? If it is already done similar kind of work, you can just use it as a reference. If you are a junior and if you know everything what needs to be done, still it's good to take or at least inform your senior there. This is the work I have received. This is the action I'm taking. These are the steps I'm following. You think I'm going in correct direction? They'll go through and they'll say that you are going in good direction.
Okay, Krishna. So I see a lot of new folks, right? New team members coming into the team, having a fear of asking these questions, whether
Yeah.
it is with the internal team members or with the client. And that's where what you rightly pointed out, right? They will eventually build something or do something which was not as per the expectation. So, what can we do over there where people are not, they are very hesitant to even asking these questions? But is there
Yeah.
anything that they can do if the team members are not helpful?
If you ask me, I'm introvert in personal life, but not in
Mhm.
professional life.
Okay,
I
okay.
ask questions. It doesn't matter who. First of all, you are good. That doesn't mean that I'm bad, right? So you should have
Mm.
this kind of attitude. Even if you ask me go and sit with Elon Musk, I speak in the same way. I don't care.
Mm.
It doesn't mean that I don't give respect to Elon Musk, right? He's a very good person. He's a great, etc. But that doesn't mean that I'm very bad. You should have self-respect. So
Mm.
always I see from my juniors that if I ask this question, I don't know how they'll feel. Do they think that I don't know this as well? Do they
Yes.
think you don't need to have that, guys? Come on. So I know a lot of things. You also know a lot of things. No one in the world knows everything.
Mm.
Okay. No one is going to judge you. Even if they are judging you, what's going to happen to you? We are in professional world. Asking questions is the primary thing we need to do. You should not hesitate at all. If you are hesitant about asking questions, you will be in problem for sure. I have that feeling as well. I had that feeling to ask. You want to waste your time like that? Should not. And another other thing is that even it goes for seniors as well. Today, if Krishna is hesitant to ask the question, it's not Krishna's mistake. It's a team is very bad. There will
Yeah.
be people like this. End of the day, you need to deliver the solution. You
That's
need
more
to
important. Yes.
exactly. So you need to find correct resources. So even today in LinkedIn, someone come and ask me a question, I'll answer them. We have the forums like that as well. So if you're hesitant to ask someone,
Mm.
you need to fix that issue with yourself. In case if the problem is really with that person, it's okay, fine. You can tell that it's better if you can answer, I would love to work with you. You are a great talent. I would like to learn
Mm.
from you. I have done this many times.
Mm.
If still you are not getting help from those kind of guys, it's okay, leave them. You have done your part, right? You have told them that you love to work with them as well. It's okay if you don't get responses. Find others. You have in LinkedIn, you have in forums like SailPoint Ambassadors, where people will help you. So
Mhm.
find. Definitely you get help.
Yes. And I'll just add one thing there. I
Mhm.
think that's how we met. I think it all started by uh, like me asking you a question, right? Imagine if I would have hesitated to even ask the question to you, I think I would have never been in a situation to do something really great like this. I wanted to just get an understanding for all our listeners in terms of troubleshooting a problem. What goes inside the mind that leads you to having a problem to finally coming up with a solution? What are some of the basic foundational thing that you do, maybe a step 1, 2, 3, 4, from the time you have a problem to the time you come up with a solution?
Yeah, I would say be Sherlock Holmes.
Okay.
Don't believe in anything. Okay. And break everything. If you see some issue,
Mhm.
before going there, if you know the basics, it's very easy to fix any issue. Trust me. If you know the basics, it's very easy to fix the issue. So when you know that kind of basics, you will be breaking that work into multiple parts. Okay. For example, you are traveling from one city to another city, and there were a couple of stops in the middle for dinner, a tea break, or something, and you lost your mobile phone. What are you going to do? You're going to simulate it every step. You will be passing through the time, right? Okay, did I use my phone? So you start recollecting and simulating each and every time analysis there. That's what you need to do in troubleshooting as well.
Mhm.
So the word I meant, the meaning of Sherlock Holmes is Sherlock Holmes doesn't trust anyone. He'll keep asking the questions, double-edged questions. Ask those questions.
Mhm.
Then you will get the answer. It's very easy. So you need to find, I say like you maintain the run book. Whatever the issue you have, you are getting, write it down and write it down the steps you are taking it and after fixing the issue. What is the resolution? That's we call RCA, root cause analysis, right? Not just the document, maintain it as a run book where you have all the list of issues which you fixed or your team fixed everything. You will read the error, right? It will give you some knowledge. You need to find the logs. Then you need to find what is the data we are sending. Is this the problem with the data or configuration or some script is there in the middle where the problem is exact? Today, with these many years of expertise, I can tell you where the error is exactly even because I fix a lot of issues. I will be learning from the issues as well, right? So it's a collective of steps. And I come from mathematics background. I solve a lot of problems. That's the same knowledge I apply in troubleshooting as well.
Okay. Okay.
So break down. It's not, do not think about entire issue. Break down. Try to have smaller places or smaller endpoints and try to see whether this is good or not. If it is good, move to next end. Right? Then you will get the answers easily.
Mhm.
Ask in Google. Ask something in Google. You might find something referenced. There are a lot of issues I fixed, which I don't know how come it fixed even.
Okay.
It
Yeah, that
happens.
happens. Yes, agreed.
Yeah.
And sometimes even
And
a restart helps you fix issues.
yeah, lot of things. So what I do sometimes, hey, I haven't changed anything. I still click again.
Mhm.
Sometimes it worked. And error message, right? Don't think that error message is giving correct every time. It might not.
Mhm.
It might take you into different direction as well. So again, it's experience. In my entire experience, if someone comes to me asking for a help in some issue fixing, I'll take it as an opportunity. I never said
Mm.
no.
Yes.
I never said no. Even today, I'm busy. In the last couple of years, I've been busy with some other things, but still, last 6, 7, 8 years, even though my colleagues leave my company and they'll go to some other company, still we will be talking over the phone.
Mm.
So like that, I have a community where they will help me. It doesn't matter which part of the world they are working in because they are helping nature. It's, if someone is asking a question, consider it as an opportunity. One day, tomorrow you might face that issue. Be happy that today you are facing that issue so that tomorrow you can sleep happily. So apart from that, nothing. It's cake work for me working. How and why? Because I worked a lot and I used to work 16 to 18 hours a day. I used to accept every work, every issue, every challenge in my team. I never said no. I never accept no for an answer, and I accepted all the issues. So
Absolutely.
you need to decide whether you want to work hard for whole life or you want to work hard for a couple of years and happily enjoy rest of the life.
Yes.
That
And
gives
I
you the
see
answers.
this hustle culture, people are promoting it right more on different platforms. Like you can be a hardcore developer or a influencer, YouTuber, but this applies even in any domain, like in IAM itself, right? As you rightly pointed out, whether you work like for 15, 16 hours for 10 years and develop so much skill that you become one of the highest pays, you pick the quality amount of work. It's basically if you want to choose that life, it's hard, but then it's up to individual choices, right? Yeah, Krishna, moving into technologies that you have worked, can you give me a little bit overview of the different tools that you have worked so far in
Uh,
years?
sure. Development skills. I've worked in Java, all parts of Java. I started my career indeed with
Mhm.
.NET and then PowerShell, Python as well. So this JSP, HTML, XML, everything I counted recently, it's 20 languages total. And I think I have written programming in every language that exists mostly. I did develop chatbots, AI frameworks. In 2019 itself, I developed a chatbot similar to ChatGPT, not that much
Okay.
extensive, but basic level. And products like I started with IBM, Tivoli Access Manager. Now it's
Mhm.
ISAM, IBM Security Access Manager. I worked in ISIM as well, IBM Security Identity Manager. Then I started SailPoint Identity IQ, and there is a product called Quest Active Roles QAR from One Identity product. So this One Identity is built by Microsoft X employees. It's similar to Active Directory.
Okay.
And then I worked with a little in CyberArk, a little in Beyond Trust, and Azure Active Directory, Microsoft Identity Manager,
Mhm.
ForgeRock. Yeah, I think these are pretty much.
Okay. And currently you're primarily working in SailPoint?
Yeah, currently my role, I'm focusing only on SailPoint Identity now, the cloud product.
Okay. And what are the different products that SailPoint has currently?
Yeah, SailPoint has, I would say, two products mainly. SailPoint Identity IQ, which is an on-premise product meant for identity management. SailPoint Identity Now, which is a cloud product, initially meant for single sign-on purpose. I was using for single sign-on. I think it was like competing for Okta, but later they decided to decommission single sign-on features completely now into identity management. So it's a bit similar to SailPoint Identity IQ. So if you learn SailPoint Identity IQ, it's easy to work in identity now. Little things, little differences are there. It don't feel like a new product at all.
Mhm.
Apart from these two products, there are some modules like there is another module called Access Request Management. It's meant for SAP applications. That's another module. And we have a artificial intelligence module as well. But now SailPoint Identity IQ is different, completely on-premise, whereas I didn't know. And other AI, File Access Manager, ARM, everything, they're bringing it like a suite of applications. It's a cloud solution, so everything all together will be there. So now you, based on the licenses you purchase, you get some modules or some you might not get. So it's transforming into a different way, just like you get Microsoft Office applications, right? Or like that, and also transforming into suite of applications with different license.
Okay. I want to understand is what is this on-prem versus cloud? And why do companies have either on-prem or cloud or both? What is the difference?
Whereas, okay, so what is on-premise, what is cloud is like on-premise is your own house. Cloud is like you are renting in someone else's house. Uh, that's what pretty much I can say in simple words.
Mhm.
So every company is looking for cloud because it's too costly to set up their own data servers. Or so it, a lot of infrastructure is required for that. Whereas cloud, since it's a shared one and given by someone else, it comes at a cheaper cost. So in simple words, if guys, you do not need to purchase highly expensive computers or laptops for your work, You can use your old laptop, very bad laptop even, with very less configurations, and you can purchase cloud subscriptions at very cheaper cost, and you can use supercomputer level features as well in cloud. That's the advantage. And every IAM product is looking for cloud because SailPoint Identity IQ is an on-premise tool. So now the companies are complaining, are always there are complaining on-premise Identity IQ product. You need to install. You need to have some application server. You need to install it. And it's quite common that you need to have maintenance, some upgrading activities, restarts, booting, all that stuff. Plus, whenever there is a change in version, you need to upgrade it. It's a lot of time taking process.
Maintenance part of on-prem system.
Yes, yes. So, and if there are new features, you need to do some work to get them. Okay. And all this stuff is replaced by cloud now, whereas you do not need to have anyone looking over the server health, whether it is down or up. You don't need to worry because cloud is always available. Second, you do not need to install. They will only give you. That's what SaaS is, software as a service. Okay. So they will install, they will take a server in cloud, they will install every software that is required for that, and they will give you as a tenant. You just access over the internet anywhere from any part of the world. You access it. Next, if there are new features, they will give you automatically. If there are upgrades, they will do automatically. So that's what cloud is. So everything they will take care of it. You do not need to worry. And another thing is, since it's a cloud, low code solutions and no code solutions they will be offering. Often, a lot of clients are complaining that SailPoint Identity IQ or similar products, it takes a lot of development, and we don't have developers in our organization, right? So how can we manage? That's where this low code and no code, where this kind of workflows will come, drag and drop activities, where you do not need to write the code, you just use them, which is pre-configured, pre-developed by SailPoint. So SailPoint Ident now is a low code solution where most of the development they will do and they will give you and you just use them.
Thank you very much, everyone, for watching the episode. Now we have the part 3 of the episode where we deep dive more into the technicalities of SailPoint, and you can learn the different functions that SailPoint has, which will eventually help you grow in your career. Thank you very much and stay tuned for the next week's episode.